It's the ladies.
Ladies, today I will demonstrate the principle of perfect rhythm by recounting the events leading to the exact window of time I needed to be in the one and only place I could have seen Darrel Bliss last night.
You saw Darrel Bliss?
Darrel Bliss? Who plays Price on her shared guilty pleasure TV show Fantasy High School?
He is compact and dreamy. I am genuinely jealous, Saskatchewan.
Okay, here we go. The day was full of crucial moments, but the most crucial was number one. I decided to be in rhythm. I had tickets for a comedy show by Jack, Minnesota, known among Darrel Bliss fangirls as his close buddy and pal. After my Olympic workout, I changed clothes and reached crucial moment number two. I realized I could see my bra through my shirt, and so I took an extra 30 seconds to refigure my outfit. When I arrived at the theater parking structure, I was confused by the complicated signage and therefore rejected it. I found street parking nearby, but this took me an extra 3.5 minutes. I arrived at the theater 92 minutes prior to doors opening and found 57 hardcore Jack, Minnesota fans already in line. Because of the location of the theater, I decided to use the crosswalk at the end of the block rather than the one closer to my first time-killing destination, a quirky novelty shop. Result? I perused the bits and bobs, and then went to a coffee shop for dinner. I bought a fruit and cheese box and an Americano.
Hot or iced?
Good question. Hot.
Excellent decision.
Agreed. Continue.
After a few sips and nibbles, I decided to go eat in line at the theater. This cut approximately 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Crucial moments 2 through 5 led me to get in line at that exact moment and place. Let's do the math. 30 plus 230 plus 120 minus 1015 equals negative 455.
This is remarkable.
Genuinely awe-inspiring. Go on, Sassy. What happened next?
The precise alteration of time affected by crucial moments 6 through 8 is less clear but clearly crucial. At 6:37 p.m., my rockin' friend Regina arrived. We conversed until 7 when the line began to move and crucial moment number 6 occurred. Announcement! Only those with tickets under that name need to be at will call so accompanying friends can go to the entrance line. Regina left to hold our spot, and we therefore entered the building perhaps a minute earlier, but who knows? Upon entering at 7:18 p.m., we discussed the prospect of finding a restroom after obtaining seats. This took a backseat, however, when we saw Donahue Burns, who plays a minor but superbly marvelous role on Fantasy High School. We decided to reserve seats before attempting to meet Donahue Burns. On the way, he passed us. I totes could have said something, but without a game plan, I was unable to speak. I passed one opportunity to meet Donahue Burns. After we found seats, I said to myself, F it, I'm talking to Donahue Burns or I will regret it for the rest of my life! I found Donahue Burns and said, can I bombard you? We had a delightful conversation about how much I love him and hugged and took a picture. Meanwhile, Regina asked where the restroom was, front of the lobby. This leads us to crucial moment number 9. Regina returned to a nearly full theater 11 minutes later. Crucial moment number 10 arrived at last. I left for the restroom at 7:40 p.m. All of the events of the day led me to leaving for the bathroom at this exact moment. Travel time, 1 minute. I stood in the short line trailing out of the ladies' room for 1 more minute until 7:42. I heard the magical words from a woman in line. Is that Darrel Bliss? A 2-minute delay in any point in the evening would have resulted in me peeing at that moment.
No.
But you weren't. You heard the woman say, is that Darrel Bliss?
Yes, I did. I looked out the window, and there he was, dreamier in person, Darrel Bliss. I moaned audibly. He walked into the nearly deserted lobby. He was 19 feet away, close enough to make a run through the clearing and tackle him to the ground.
Please tell me you did.
I think she would have gotten kicked out of the theater.
No, you don't tackle your celebrity crush. It rules out any chance of you dating them in the future.
Exactly.
Did you talk to him?
No, I simply watched dreamy Darrel Bliss until he departed to the upstairs VIP seating. I was in his presence for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. The end!
That is the most incredible story I have ever heard.
I actually agree with Torence.
Did you learn anything from it, though?
Besides the fact that Darrel Bliss is even dreamier in person.
Yes, Syl. I learned. If I can will my life to be in rhythm to go to the bathroom at the exact moment that cute and compact Darrel Bliss enters a theater, I can totally get my life in rhythm for stuff that's actually important. While thrilling, this event was insignificant in the grand scheme of my life. But if it taught me the lesson of willing my life forward in a magnificent direction,
Then that makes it significant.
you know what else makes it significant? My first word.
7:42?
Time travel! Is that Darrel Bliss? Is that Darrel Bliss? Is that Darrel Bliss? Is that Darrel Bliss?